Okay. So basically in this class, we will be going to talk about file handling in Python.
Yeah.
So let me give a heading. File handling. Now you have to click on here. So let us understand what is file handling. Suppose that you have a text file and you want to read that text file. So file handling is a technique through which you can read a file, you can write into the file, and you can append some content to a file. So first of all, what you have to do, here you have to click on here. There is the option called as upload.
Yeah.
Then in the desktop, you have to select the file. Suppose that I have this file called as abcd.txt. I will click on open and I will just upload it. Now in order to read the content of this file, what I have to do? First of all, I have to write a variable. Let us say file. Open. File name. What is your file name?
abcd.txt.
Next thing, what you have to do? You have to write your method, like what you want to do. Currently, I want to read. So I will specify here R.
Okay.
Next, another variable. Then here you will write file dot read. After that, what you have to do? You have to close the file. Here you can print the content. Now when I run this code, you can see all the content of the file will be printed. In this case, this is Hello World application. You can see it here. If you do double click, here you can see it. This is the content. I am reading it here.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
next thing, suppose that your file contain multiple lines. For example, this is Hello World application.
Yeah.
Welcome to data analytics program.
Okay.
2 lines are there. Now I'm saving it. Control S. Now I am to read only the first line. Instead of read, we can use a method called as read line.
Yeah.
So let me just check. So here if I run this thing, it will print the first line only. Clear?
Okay.
Now let us say I want to print both the line. So what you have to do? Instead of read line, you have to use something called as read lines.
Okay.
So here you can see both the lines will be printed. Now one thing to be notice, you can see that there is a slash n given here. Slash n means
Yeah, no spacing. Yeah, next line.
so, and one more thing, if you can see the evoke content, it's normal. But this content is given in the form of list.
Yeah.
So this is the difference
Yeah.
between read lines and read
Okay. 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 Yeah.
Let me give a subheading. This is called as
Read and read line.
read a file. Next thing, suppose that you want to write something into a file. So how to do that? But
The same one.
I'm using the same file. But
Yeah. Instead of for. Yeah.
but when you do write, what happens? The content will override.
Yeah.
So if I write files.write, let us say the sky is blue and ocean is green. After that, if I do files.close, you can see that the content got overridden. If I run this thing, if you check the content again, you can see that previous content got overridden. So this is for is writing the content into a file.
Okay.
Next, we have one more thing called as append mechanism. So what is append? Let us understand. Append means you just write something to it. It is not overriding the previous content. For example, currently our file contains this text, right?
Yeah.
Now if I do append and try to write again data scopes of a data science courses. So what it will do, it will just add one line to it. Now if I run this thing, you can see that the content is appended to it. The ocean is green, data scope of our data science course. So this is the difference between write and append. Yeah.
Brother, here, do we no need to write like files.append? I mean, here in the second line, you have written here a right, but no need to mention here files.append.
No, only files dot write. Only the mechanisms will be mentioned like A.
Okay.
Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Now there are various modes of a file. So let me talk about first mode, which is called as reading modes. So there are 4 types of reading mode. First one is normal. You write R. Second thing is you write something called as R plus. So what is R plus? Reading and writing both are happening in this.
Okay.
Reading and writing. Next thing we have RB. RB means reading the file in binary mode.
Okay.
Reading the file in binary mode. And one more thing we have called as RD. Reading the file in text mode. Clear? Similarly, we have something called as read mode, write mode. Now, let me just give the demonstration of each one. We have already seen R. Now, let me talk about RB. So, what you have to do, you don't have to do anything, just same thing will be there. The only difference is here instead of R, you write, let us say, I want to do RB here. Now, if you run this thing, you can see now the file is read in binary mode because B is in front of it. Clear?
Okay. And
Next thing is R plus, reading and writing both. So what I will do here, I will write here R plus. First of all, I am reading, right?
Yeah.
Now what I will do, I will write somewhere. So file dots write. New line. Now print content and file dot close. So if you just run this again, you can see it's in the write mode. Clear?
Yeah.
Next thing is we have RT. RT means reading the file in text mode. Same thing, what you have to do, just copy this thing. And here what you do, instead of RB, you write RT here. So this is in RT mode, reading the file in text mode. Clear?
Yeah.
Similarly, we have same thing is repeated for writing modes also. The only thing that is changed here, instead of R, there will be W. Clear? So writing here. Similarly, we have something called as append mode.
Okay. The same like A plus. Yeah.
A plus, AB, AT. Yeah. Now let me sweep the example of write mode. So that's it. I'm copying this thing. Here I'm writing
W.
WB, let us say.
Yeah.
Files dot write. Now I have to write it in binary. So if you remember, B is in front of it, right? B.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next thing, you can write your content. Like if I write here slash x48 slash x65, it means 48 representing H, 65 representing E.
Yeah.
So if I do first
ASCII value.
ASCII value, you can say.
Yeah.
So if I close it and if I open this file again, you can see E reboot.
Yeah.
Next thing, you can do W plus. Now let us say I want to write this thing. So what is W plus? You are writing.
Trading with writing and reading.
So here you are writing. Before the W plus, let me just tell you about one more thing, which is called as kill and seek. So let us understand what is kill. So till is used to define the current position in a file. Similarly, seek is used to change the position in a file. So what does it mean by till and seek? Let me explain you to example. So suppose that if I do, let's open this file in read mode. Now if I write here file dot till, and store it in some variable. Let us say I am storing it in position. If I print the position and doing files dot close, as you can see here, in Python, indexing is always from 0, right?
Yeah.
So the first position in file is 0. So it will return me 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let us say I want to change the position. So what I can do, instead of till, you can write here seek.
Okay.
If I write seek here, let us say files dot seek, I want to start from 4th character, let us say. Now if I do content is equals to files dot read, you can see here, it is not starting from 1st, it is starting from 4th.
Yeah.
Why it is not printed anything? Because if you remember, last time we have overridden the content key. Yes, there is no 4th character in the file. If you can see here, there is no 4th character. That's why it is not printed.
Yeah.
And if I write here, instead of 1, it will print only one thing, which is E. So is it clear? What is the difference between till and seek?
Yeah.
In C programming, there is a concept of cursor, right? We have concept of cursor there. Here we do the same thing with tail and seek.
Okay.
Now I will talk about W plus. So let me open this thing. Let me write here W plus. So in W plus, what we do, let us say we are writing something. Files dot write, and I want to write something. Let me just copy some text here. Yeah, I will write some text. Then I will do file dot
Read.
seek.
Okay. Shit.
Seek means starting from 0.
Yeah.
So you can specify it here 0. Now content is equals to files dot read, and then you can print the content and close the file. That's it. So you can see here it is starting from 0th position. Now if I do file dot port, so what it will do? It will print from the 4th position. Yeah.
K from K.
Yeah.
Oh, from sky.
THE 3, 1 space 4. So after that it is printing sky is blue, another is red. It is not printing the end space.
Yeah.
Similarly, we have something called as WD. Now we have WD here. Now let us say files dot write and some text. Let us say hello world. So this is called as writing the file in text mode. Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Now in the same way, there is something called as append. So this thing is given as your homework. So what you have to do? You have to implement all the append thing. Same as write. Clear? Only thing that you have to change here, instead of RT, you have to write AT, A plus, AB. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is about file handling. Any doubt?
No, brother.
Now let us say we want to read a CSV file. So I am uploading one CSV file here. Let me go to downloads. And I want to try to read this CSV file. Currently, I'm not using the pandas library. I'm using just normal library. So here, import CSV. Then what you have to do? You have to write with keyword. Open. Then your file name. What is your file name?
Zoo.csv.
Zoo.csv.
Yes.
Next thing is write mode. After that, as file. Now what you have to do? Variable name csv.reader, your file. Now you have to read every single line. So for I in reader, print I. So what it will do? It will iterate through all the rows and print every single rows. Yep. So this is how you read a CSV file.
Yeah, brother. Can you tell me like the differences between like the CSV file and the normal text file? I mean, what's the difference? I mean,
Okay. In normal text file, we don't have comma as a delimiter. But in CSV file, you can see the comma. The comma as a delimiter. Similarly, we have one more file called as TSV.
okay.
Let me show you TSV.
Okay.
TSV means tab separated values. So tab as a delimiter. So this is the very file we have. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Now let me talk about something called as. Let me give you first of all homework. So what you have to do? You have to download any CSV file and read it. So this is a video for you. Now we have talked about file handling. Any doubt in file handling?
No problem.
Okay. The next thing we have something called as exception handling. So let us understand what is exception. Exceptions are the error. Suppose that you run a program and you face some error. So how you deal with that error is called as exception handling. For example, if I write here print 2 divided by or 3 divided by 0, and if I run this thing, it will throw me an error called as zero division error. So the thing that we are seeing is it is called as inbuilt exception. Inbuilt exception means the errors which is already inbuilt by Python system. So these are called as inbuilt exception. Suppose that if I write here print name, so it will throw me an error. What is the error? Name error. Similarly, let us say I have written here lists, some element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I try to print, let us say list of index 8. So currently there is no index 8, right?
Yeah.
So it will throw me an index error.
Yeah, out of it.
Yeah. Suppose that we have taken this file and write something called as, let us say, train.csv. So it will throw me an error. What is the error? File not found error. Because we have seen file named as train.csv. Clear?
Yeah.
This is called as inbuilt exception. There are more than 30 plus inbuilt exception in Python programming. If you want to check the list, you can go to types of exception in Python. The first link is W3 School. You can see all the exceptions which are present in Python programming.
Okay.
Am I attaching this link here? This is called as inbuilt exception. Now let us see, instead of throwing an error, you want to print a custom message. So what you can do, here this comes picture of try and catch. Sorry, not try and catch, try and accept. So suppose that same thing, I am taking the first example. Try, print 5 divided by 0. If I write here accept, 0 division error. Print. Let us say you cannot divide a number, you can't divide a number by 0. So this code will not throw me an error, but it will print me a message, custom message. So this thing is called as custom exception. Means you are defined by you. Clear?
Yeah.
Now there is one more thing which is called as finally keyword.
Okay.
So what is finally keyword? Suppose that you want to print one more message along with this. So you can use something called as finally keyword. Input another program, let us say. I want to print this. So you can use finally keyword. So it is like last block of code after accept. Yeah. So first message is there, there is second message. So this is called as custom exception. Any doubt in this?
No.
Just wait a minute.
Yeah.
Next, we have something called as assert keyword. Assert keyword. So, what is this keyword? Let us understand. Suppose that you want to perform debugging, like you want to text a case. Suppose that x is equals to 10. If you write assert x is greater than 5, basically I'm checking the number is greater than 5 or not. So in that case, you use something called as assert keyword. It is used for testing a condition, like debugging process. So if I run this thing, you can see nothing printed. But if it is wrong,
Yeah.
you can see assertion error. Clear?
Yeah.
Similarly, if you write like this, and you can add one more thing here, like comma, and you can print some custom message. It is not equal to 5, let us say. Equal to 5. So you see, assertion error, it is not equal to 5. So this is the benefit of using assert keyword. It is typically used to catch the bugs in the code. Clear?
Okay.
See, here you can print custom error messages also with the help of assert keyword.
Yeah.
Now, any doubt in file handling? Sorry, etc.
No, brother.
Okay. Okay. Now let me talk about something called as command line arguments. So let us understand what is command line argument. It is very important and most important concept is in Python.
Okay.
So I am opening your file. Let me take this file. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I have created a Python file named as code.py. So what is command line interface? Let us understand. Command line argument. So first of all, here you are importing one library called as sys. Here you are taking two inputs. Then you are performing add and displaying the result, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you try to run this program, at the running time, you have to give argument. Like, let me show you. CMD. Now, if I try to run this program, Python code.py. Here I have to pass two arguments here. So the arguments that I am passing in command line is called as command line argument. For example, 3 space 4. So the output will be 7. Yep. And if you run normally like this Python code.py, it will throw you an error.
We're not inputting any values, why? Because Not to be
Values that are passing here, it is called as command line argument.
okay.
So the first way to write the command line argument is using sys module. Clear? Here you can see there is a variable called as argv, argument as a variable. Clear?
Okay.
Now there is another way to implement this thing using some other library called as argparse. Arg means argument, parse means parser, argument parser. So with the help of this library, you can get little bit more detail. For example, what the program is doing. Can you see that? It is doing sum of two numbers.
Two numbers.
What it is taking as an input? First number, second number. What is the nature? Float. And we are parsing the argument. After that, we are doing the addition. Then we are printing the result. And after that, I am calling the main function. Now, if I run this thing, let us say if I run like this, Python code2.py. This is for the system, right? Now, if I run same the thing with argparse, you can see the error will be like this, not like above one. It is showing that you need to pass two argument here, num1 and num2. Okay. And if you let us say, if you don't know what to pass, you can write here minus h. H means help.
Okay.
So if you run this thing, you can see it is giving me documentation like detail. Here, sum of two number. Positional argument are this.
Yeah.
So what I can do? Now I can write 4, 5. So it is 9. So this is called as command line argument. Clear?
Yeah, brother. But this one looks little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
So normally in the industry, argparse is much more preferred. Whenever you are building an Python library also, this is much more preferred as compared to this one. See, sir.
Yeah.
So this is called as argument parser. So any doubt in command line argument?
No, brother.
Now let me show you one more thing. Let me upload this Python file. Here is my Python file. Python. Then Python. Let me upload this file first of all. So in order to run from here, what you have to write? You have to write exclamation mark Python code.py 3, 4. Let me just write it here. I think, yeah, you can see that it is running. Clear? This is how you run Python code in command line.
Okay.
And if I write only this, it will show me the error.
Yeah.
Similarly, you can upload the other file also, code2.py. So here you can write exclamation mark Python code2.py. You can see the error.
Yeah.
If you write here minus h, you can see the documentation detail.
Yeah.
Now if you write here Python code2.py 4 and 5, so it will show you the output. So this is how you run Python code in Google Colab or in Jupyter Notebook platform.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, brother.
Now any doubt?
No, brother. But while we want to perform this one, right, command line arguments, we need to create those files, right?
Yes, you need to create those files.
Okay. That creation we need to know. Okay. Yeah, but
Okay. So this is about command line argument.
yeah.
Now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is something called as regular expression. So what is regular expression? Let us understand. So regular expression is basically a set of pattern which is used for various operations, such as if you want to perform wave scraping. Okay.
Yeah.
Second thing, you want to search for a pattern. Just wait a minute.
Yeah.
Next, you can use it for phone number validation. Next, email validation. So for all these things, you can use regular expression. Suppose that let us take a website, Amazon.
Yeah.
You go to Amazon here, and let us say you want to scrape some information like from air conditioner, like the title, the price, and everything. So for that part, we use this library called as regular expression basically. Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, we will see the basic things. In the next class, we will be seeing the practical part, like the detail over.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just talk about the basic things. So in order to use regular expression, one more thing you can use, it is also used for text data theory. Suppose that you have a text written. There are some emojis present in the text, or there are some HTML links present in the text. So how do you clean it? At a point of time also, we use regular expression. Yeah.
It-
So Ari. So it will give you the list of the functions which are present in this regular expression. So you can see a lot of functions are present. We are going to use a few of them. For example, if you remember func tools. So if you remember, from func tools we import reduce. Let us say we have a text. The age of Ram is 45 and Siam is 32. Now I want to extract the name from the text. Can you tell me what is the thing common in between these two?
Mm, The ages.
What is common in the name? What is common?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Pattern. What is a pattern common in there? Can you find a pattern between the Ram and Siam?
Pattern.
Okay, let me tell you. Both of them starting with capital letters, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in order to extract the name out of it, what I have to do, you have to write a variable re keyword dot
Okay.
find on. Now, in the find on, the first thing that you have to do is r, like read mode. What is the first thing which is common? Capital letters. It can be from A to Z, right?
Yeah.
So here A to Z. Second thing is all lowercase, right?
Yeah.
So here you can write small a to Z. Now the length of the name, it can be anything like 3-letter words, 3 characters word, 5. So if it is any length, you can write star here. Now where you have to apply this pattern? On the text. So I will write here comma text. Now if I print name here, you can see the name is extracted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So what's this function called, brother?
This is called as regular expression. Here we are writing regular expression like pattern.
Okay.
So regular expression is a set of pattern which is used for scraping the information, extracting the information from the web or from the text.
Yeah, from the unsorted data.
Similarly, we can say I want to extract A's from it, like 45 and 32. So what I will do is re dot find on and
Or dot.
both are digits, right?
Yeah.
So digits are represented as /d. Then both are 2-letter digits, right? So it is 1, 2. From where you are applying text. Now if you write age, you can see age is extracted.
Okay.
This is how you extract name and how you extract age.
Okay.
Next, let us say we have a text given.
So why did you put the slash, brother, there?
/d means representing digits. It is sign. It is like a special sign which is given to us. So basically, we have few signs like /d, okay, /d, which represents digit. Similarly, we have /w. W means basically this is alphanumeric characters. W means 0 to 9, small a to Z or capital A to Z. Yep.
Yeah.
Now let us say we have a text given. The sky is blue. The sky is blue. I want to find blue is present in text or not. So the first way to do it, print blue in text. So this is the first way to do it. It will return you true or false. The second way to do it is using a regular expression. So you have to use something called as re dot search. What do you have to search? Blue. Where you have to search? Text. Print word called. Now you can see word is called. Okay. So search keyword is used for finding a particular word in the text.
Yeah.
Similarly, if you want to find the occurrence, for example, a text is given. Welcome to data analytics and data science course. I want to find out how many times data is repeated. So can you tell me how many times it is repeated?
Data is twice.
So re dot find on. We have to search data. Where we have to search text. How many times it is represented? Let us store in res. So length of res 2. Clear?
Yeah.
So how many times repeated? 2. Now let us say I want to know the index position, like where it is present, like in which index position. For that we have to use something called as for I in I dot find iter. Iter means iteration.
Okay.
So data, comma text. Next thing, if you can see, everything has a starting point and ending point, right?
Yeah.
Like you can say lifespan of a animal, lifespan of a human. So here you can write I dot span. Span means first and starting and ending. So if I print ABC, it will give me the index position. Okay. Uh, is it giving anything? Oh, 100.
That's very good.
Okay. 1 minute. Let me run it. Okay, so I turn out printing. Okay, whenever you have and this kind of problem, what you have to do? Just go to runtime, restart the session. Now, just run it again. Now, here, let me just add import array. Currently it is connecting.
Yeah.
Okay, here we have to write data. That's why. Spelling mistake.
Yeah.
So always remember Python is case sensitive. If you anything differs, there will be no output.
Yeah.
Once you was content, even when it is a
They did.
Okay, it is connected. So you can run this thing. Clear? So it will show you the index position of the first letter word and the last letter word for both the times. Clear?
Yeah.
Now let us say I want to replace anything. For example, I have a text given here. Uh, this is, let us say, Basho. He enrolled in data analytics. So this is my text basically. Currently, you can see the first line is this is Basu. After that, there is a slash n. Then he enrolled in data analytics. Now I want to replace the slash n with a space. So what I can do? First of all, I have to find out how many times slash n is present, like where it is present. So array dot combine slash n. After that, what you have to do? You have to replace the slash n with a space. So abc dot substitute. So substitute is written as sub. One space. Then there is a text. And if you run this thing, it will give you the output.
Okay.
So this is how you do a substitute. Next thing is email validator. Suppose that I have written in text. Email validator. So there are few emails written, such as we have few emails written like abc@gmail.com, sub@outlook.com, apc@.com, and one more email, let us say 123@gmail.com. So can you tell me which email is invalid here?
So abc@.com and
Is invalid, right? Yeah. Now how to detect this thing using regular expression? So basically what you have to do, you have to use this syntax here. re.findAll r. The first thing that you have to write here is something called as /w. If you remember, 0 to 9, small a to z, capital A to z.
yeah.
There is some sign. After that, how many lengths would be? So let us say I want up to 20 characters. Then here, @ same thing, /w.
That
Now here, minimum to maximum 20. Then here, /w. Now here 2 to 4, minimum to maximum 4. So as you can see, .com, .in, .info. So maximum it can go 4. Now where you have to do? You have to apply at ABC. Just run this thing and you can see it is giving you the output.
okay. Can you tell me the line again? I mean,
Okay, let me explain you. The first thing is for this part before @.
okay.
Here it is telling that minimum can be 1, maximum can be 20 characters.
Yeah.
Then @ sign. Then after that, there's domain name like Gmail, Outlook, Hotmail. For that, this sign. So minimum can be 2 liter words, maximum can be 20 liters. Then there is a dot.
Okay, but why did you written like this one, brother? I mean, the first line /w dot underscore percentile.
Basically, the sentence that you have to write in order to detect. In your email, maybe like this, abc_234@gmail.com.
Okay.
It may contain like this, no? So that's why we have written like this. Now here, /w. Why to in, .in, like datascoop.in, .info, 4 character words, .com, 3 characters. That's why it is written 2 to 4.
Okay.
ABC.
Yeah, that all I got it, but I never use this type of thing. I mean, like the percentile plus minus. I never seen it.
This is just for the UK purpose.
Yeah.